All right, this is going to be a tough episode. This isn't a small plant tree, but my buds are just about bursting here. I'm seeing the green tips as they not only swell, but the leaves are about to unfold. So this River Birch needs a new pot. I let it dry out for about 24 hours. I'm really excited to see what it's like underneath it here. I will probably be expediting the process quite a bit. But as it is now, let's see. Oh, it's about 3:40. We'll see how fast I get through this. Less than 20 minutes is going to be my goal, but I apologize if the video runs longer than that. I'm going to really cram through this as fast as I can. So here we go. Tools I'll be using is this kitty litter bin, which might end up being the container for my Yamadori project. If oh geez, this isn't easy. I'm gonna try to keep talking. For my Yamadori project, if I can't get the oh yeah, it's ready. If I can't get the seat to work properly. The seat I'm trying to use is just definitely not a fan of me walking in front of the camera because that's what we do. All right, I'm gonna start off just the root hook. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be kind of crazy on this one. Go in with the knife and cut this whole layer off. I'm putting it into a larger container diameter wise. I haven't shown you guys yet. Well, I did show it to you when I introduced the plant, but I haven't shown it in this video yet. Ooh. Maybe surface root might not stay. I'm not doing this right on the counter because, as Candace has pointed out, that's my kitchen. This is still kind of my kitchen, you know, small space. But I really don't want to have all this dirt flying everywhere. When it's a plant this big, it kind of does go everywhere. So I also know I'm going around. Meanwhile, this spins. Thanks, guys. Thank you for pointing out. You put it on a stool. Got a lot of things that spin, but put it on a stool so it spin. And I'm walking around it. Ooh, that's a nice thick. Yep. It's nice and thick. All right. Ooh. Now with the willow, did this. I found out I had virtually no roots that came up from the bottom. My only hesitation with doing basically exactly what I did with the willow is that I might have a longer trunk here than I do with that willow. Sometimes with this nursery stock, it's potted, and then when it gets too big, it's potted real deep and soil's piled on top to keep it kind of root bound. Much the same way that in bonsai, I like to have nice, you know, small foliage, dense looking foliage. Keeping it pot bound helps to reduce the leaf size. They're prettier trees. Big box stores and a lot of these guys have inadvertently ended up doing that anyways by keeping it pot bound, even despite having a very large pot. And also sometimes it hides the actual roots of the tree. All right. I already feel like I've spent too much time on this, but that's kind of that, right? All right. Try to get in a little bit horizontal, cut under. I know it's not planted that deep. I'm sure there's a better tool for this. I don't mind. This is a rival hunting, whatever kind of knife. So that's a big, thick root. Abalone not happy right now. But it's just one I've sharpened so many times, and last time I just took it to the grinder, and basically the whole blade has got little serrations on it from the really rough grind I put into it. Again, I'm okay with. All right. That's easier than the Some of those little shoots have done, you know? It's a real big root. There we go. Making progress. Oof. I'm trying to knock it off its base here. Just trying to get the rest of these roots. So I can kind of free it. Oh. Where's all that? That jabber, right? You guys can see my face. I'm making the best faces, I'm sure. All right, that one might actually require saw. I should have taken a circular saw with this. This one's go thick. Not as thick as the actual trunk, but still. All right, grab my clippers. They're $39 with this. Both sets. Yeah, love the armpit, right? Did that do it? That was it? Oh man, I almost had it. Look at that, giving up, and I'm almost there. Put it back down, and this is, yep, it's separate from the top. So I'm gonna step off camera for just a moment, throw away this 20 pounds of soil. All right, ooh. Let's see how big of a mess I can make with this, right? And yes, I clean all the time, so I'm not worried about making this kind of mess in my kitchen. I'll just sweep it up, wash my socks. You know how that goes. You wash your socks. Whoa. Here we go. All right, much more manageable root base. Let's see what happens when I go to town on this. It looks like it's pretty radial from what I can see. Man, I'm gonna order one of those root hooks soon. In fact, by the time I air this, as you guys can imagine, I had filmed this a couple days ago. I will maybe even order one from you. But this works just fine. I probably have better tools too I could be using, but this is all right. I got some I'm not very happy with. Be a lot worse. Lots of roots like that. I don't know if it's a birch thing or what. Again, this is my first birch. I think I've got things that are related to birch, but this is my first birch, so very interesting for me. I already feel like this is gonna take a while. I don't want it to. It's got so many good roots. Oh my gosh. You guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. I should probably make sure I'm focused in the right direction. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'll change my camera angle a little bit. Bring it in closer. Ooh. So you guys are looking at where I'm looking at. All right, ooh, there we go. Oh, change of scenery there. So in here, this is just all one big, you can probably hear it. That's a big root, big roots. Is it heading in the right direction? Probably not, but they look pretty good, honestly, compared to what I'd expect nursery stock. Again, I'm going through here and just trying to get the soil off the top and make sure I know where my actual root flare is. It probably is right here. Like I'm looking at this, almost looks like they took the tree and tilted it down. We will see very soon. If you think that cutting the outside off, it should have made it easier on me, but time will tell, right? Time will tell. Big root comes off at a funny angle, so it may prevent me from straightening this up, but that's okay. I don't mind it. The pot I picked, I showed you guys before. I drilled 5 holes in it. I didn't drill enough holes probably, but we'll try it out as it is now with those 5. It's really tough to drill through ceramic, even with the right bits. All right, there. 10 minutes in, and I'm still not very far. These trees I'm done 10 minutes in, you know? Yeah. These are so tangled. Roots are so unusable almost. I'm not even sure this is the same tree. This might be a separate tree. It might be. I might have gotten 2 for 1. Really tucked in there regardless, but maybe just be a separate tree. All right. Little clip here. We got some that's going right wrong direction, sorry. Here. Yeah. Ooh. What's out? Yeah. Lots and lots of these roots in every which direction. They seem pretty healthy despite being not the best soil, I'm sure. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Untangle that. There we go. Ooh. So I think I'm a little over, I think I started February 6th or something like that. A little over a month in on YouTube. I like to say it's different. Tried out TikTok. Found out that it's just full of things that don't interest me as much, even though there's some bonsai in TikTok. I know. Bonsai, bonsai, I say bonsai still, sorry. Yeah, TikTok wasn't my thing. So here I am at YouTube. It was also my first time trying to document anything really like this in a video form. On TikTok was just like filters and duck lips, you know, all the fun stuff. Basically just moving selfies, a couple dances. Avid TikTok dancer, dancing to some WAP, Cardi B, you know, that's best. Great TikTok dances there. All right, I'm not really seeing what I want to see. I know you guys are like, well, you just started, dude. Calm down. The camera with the tree. What I'm trying to see though is just how far down the trunk goes on this before I cut off the bottom. Or, you know, do a pause. I think after I get, you know, too far in on this, I'll make it another episode, which is fine. I'm really trying to get this to, you know, finish up the correct way. Someone told me that they had a Samsung phone or something, a Galaxy phone, and they could pause recording. I can't do that. I looked for it, couldn't find it. Did not do a Google search, so it's possible it's still there. That was just another route that circled around. And I don't want those. Those prevent me from, you know, to evaluate any kind of root mass that I might need. Also, you know, my root masses, or the real root masses down lower, those roots up top that are curving down, curving up, going around, can't cut off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. 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 Ooh, I love big trees like this. They're really cool. I'm hoping to make it a much smaller tree. Cut 2. Trying to indicate that maybe I'm not at the bottom here, but I hope I am. I hope the base of this tree is pretty much where it was buried. Cleared off a little bit of soil in the parking lot. I usually do that. Take it out to the nearest mulch bed and just start going to town on the top layer there. Try to scrape it all out. Sometimes I put it back on top, but not always. All right. Ooh. You guys can tell after doing so many repots and knowing I've got to do so many more, I'm less and less patient with these trees, and I really get a little more rough. Which, you know, some of these you can be. I think with this I can be. I know there's a certain amount of skill that allows you to be more rough, but right now I've still got a pretty good feel for this. So skill aside, I'm getting feedback. When I stop getting feedback, that's when I'm being too rough. When I'm just straight tearing with no sensation at all. Ooh, that's a good feeling. Put the bottom of something there. Will give me an idea where I'm at. Some of these aren't even connected anymore. Ooh. Nice roots, not connected. I'm tearing through something that's going sideways. Ooh. Probably not saying it should have been there anyways, because it's going to get cut off. Not sideways this way, but sideways side to side on the tree, perpendicular to the rest of the root base. I'm going to be nice and radial. It's not. It's going to take a lot of correction. All right, I'm getting some visibility here. This, I think, is a separate tree. Not 100% on it, but it might be a separate tree. Yeah. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. All right. That's a fantastic find. Oh, man. Excited. Time for second part.